Since Pakistan came into being in 1947, post Second World War, America did not see any country individually in this region, and it has always tried to maintain the equal relations with all of the countries of the region. Although Pakistan and India came into being in 1947, but it was not as late as 1959 that first president of US visited the region. Today we would be discussing who, when and why visited this region. President Eisenhower was the first president of US who visited subcontinent region in 1959. It was the early days of Cold War between US and USSR at that time, and Pakistan was being considered very important. The visit took place in December 1959, and it was a regional visit rather than calling it a US visit to Pakistan. Eisenhower started his visit from Pakistan, and then from Pakistan he flew to Afghanistan for one day, and then from Afghanistan he flew to India, and that's where he ended his this region's visit. Interestingly, Pakistan at that time was being ruled by General Ayub Khan, whereas King Zahir Shah was ruling over Afghanistan at that time, and India was being ruled by Nehru. The visit was very important for Eisenhower and US because it was the high time for the rift between capitalism and the communism. America desperately was trying its hard to have good relations throughout the world. Although it was a regional visit rather than the bilateral visit of US to Pakistan, but this really helped shape up relationship between US and Pakistan for the coming years. And history tells that this played a key role in Cold War. Next comes the President Lyndon Johnson's visit of 1967 of Karachi, Pakistan. And this truly can be considered as only Pakistan visit of Lyndon Johnson. It is very important to note that Lyndon Johnson only visited Pakistan rather than visiting the whole region at that time. An interesting reason behind this could be that Lyndon Johnson was a very good friend of General Ayub Khan. They served on the same side in Second World War. Not to be forgotten is the fact that General Ayub Khan was a military leader who served as a general to the British in the Second World War. President Nixon was the next to visit the region in 1969. He visited the region when Pakistan was ruled by General Yahya Khan, whereas India was being ruled by Indira Gandhi. It is considered as one of very important visits of President Nixon of the region, as at that time the region was facing problems. Clouds of Indo-Pak war could easily be seen on the skies of subcontinent. Not to be forgotten is the fact that within 2 years of his visit, India and Pakistan fought 1971 war and Bangladesh came into being. Importantly, Bangladesh used to be called East Pakistan in the past. Next was President Bill Clinton, who visited the region in March 2000. Interestingly, he visited 3 countries. Which one? Pakistan, Bangladesh and India. And very importantly, Clinton only visited Pakistan and Bangladesh for 1 day, whereas he visited India for 6 days. It can be derived that Clinton always considered India more important than Pakistan for the region. At that time, Pakistan was ruled by General Pervez Musharraf. The next president to visit Pakistan was George W. Bush. He visited Pakistan in March 2006. And once again, it wasn't only Pakistan he was visiting. He visited India as well as Pakistan in the same trip for 2 days each. In the same trip, he visited Afghanistan as well. Moreover, George W. Bush visited Afghanistan once more, and in that trip in 2008, he did not visit Pakistan and India. The visit was very important for Pakistan as Pakistan was an ally of US in war against the terrorism. So suddenly Pakistan became important once again for the region, and once again it started getting visits of the US presidents. I would like to highlight few of the facts about presidential visits of US to Pakistan. George W. Bush was the last president to visit Pakistan. And now recently Trump has signaled Pakistan that he might be visiting Pakistan very soon. Barack Obama, although he visited the region for so many times, but he did not visit Pakistan at all. Yes, it's the same Barack Obama who kept on shouting, "Do more" on Pakistan. Very important is the fact that whoever the president is, it's not Pakistan but the region is considered as important. As we had Lyndon Johnson who paid a solo visit to Pakistan, we had Jimmy Carter as well who paid a solo visit to India. Jimmy Carter visited India in 1978 and it was a solo visit. Importantly, it was just before USSR invaded Afghanistan. It seems that Pakistan's importance depends upon what's going on in the region. Since Bangladesh came into being, it seldom saw importance for the US, especially when it comes to US visiting the region. Senior Bush never visited the region at all. During the Cold War, although Pakistan was an active ally of US, but still it did not find anyone to visit Pakistan. It was the time when Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan were US presidents and they never visited Pakistan. Importantly, Jimmy Carter visited India but did not visit Pakistan at all. And yes, Pakistan was actively fighting somebody else's war in Afghanistan. Ronald Reagan time and again highlighted Pakistan's importance for the region, especially when Pakistan helped US to counter USSR's threats in the region. As we know that Barack Obama visited India twice while he never visited Pakistan, this shows that India has been very important for US, especially when it comes to the region. What for? Because US wanted someone in the region to counter the Chinese. And yes, another billionaire in terms of population throughout the world is India. Ever wondered why USA was helping India to expand its naval forces? One thing is for sure, USA has never taken its relationship with Pakistan very seriously. But history tells us that whenever USA wanted Pakistan, Pakistan was always there. Be it Cold War or War on Terror, Pakistan helped USA. As we have seen in the recent past that USA kept on shouting on Pakistan, "Do more," where Pakistan has already been doing enough. It's only since last year the USA required Pakistan's assistance in Afghanistan. And once again, Pakistan is extending its helping hand to USA to get out of Afghanistan. That's true, I'm talking about the Afghan peace deal. With Trump announcing that he would be visiting the region soon, we can only hope that this visit can bring the bilateral relations between Pakistan and USA back on track.